crowd inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Salve amantes do futebol americano, vai começar uma partida emocionante que eu não sei narrar. Vamos começar a paradinha aqui, ó. Roxinho, parece o Fiorentina. Ok.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. As we get a peek at Matt Ryan, a man who's been in the league since back in 2008.
I always enjoy reflecting on Matt Ryan's career at this stage because when he came out of the draft, he was a number 3 pick overall. There were plenty of doubters out there about whether he should have gone in that slot.
A formação é essa aqui mesmo, né? Sei lá o que eu tenho que fazer. Só sei que eu tenho que, ó, tá marcando ali. Se alguém souber puder me dar uma dica. Vamos lá, pessoal. Pra lá, pra cá, pra lá, pra cá.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy
and
well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Ryan on 2nd down.
Interception.
But it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Been all pro for the first time in 2017. Quarterback Xavier Rhodes relishes the challenge of guarding the game's top wide receivers. He'll trail them anywhere, even into the opposing backfield, to make big-time plays.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep is Marcus Sherrills. This is taken to about the 14. We'll call that 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And what really attracts people to him? A passionate leader, controls the huddle really well, controls the locker room, and also throws with anticipation and accuracy, especially evident when he throws the deep ball.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Cousins on 1st down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Faça a mínima ideia.
For 4. It's 2nd down.
Ai, cadê o meu?
Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
For a lot of people, there are pros and cons to playing close to home in the NFL. But for Adam Thielen, it's nothing but pros. Grew up not too far from the Twin Cities, loves being a Viking,
nada das
and is a
formação,
really dependable 3rd down receiver.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Esse carro, o cara vai pro lado aqui.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook.
Ih, rapaz, olha aí. Consegui passar. Segunda descida e nada pra nós.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do.
Esse aqui vai passar pela esquerda aqui, ó.
On this play,
Aí X. Aí X. Oh, interceptado.
Incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Justin Hardy deep for Atlanta.
O que esse cara vai fazer? Ele vai cair, não? Ah, tá.
Take it right at the 35. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Falcons taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some trouble?
And he'll lose yardage here.
Muita sombra.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ah, porra, ninguém vai pegar o cara. Olha lá, 50 segundos o cara vai jogar. Opa, incompleto, incompleto.
The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Vai arrombado. Cadê?
Jones. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Let's go.
Os caras chegando.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10.
Nossa, velho.
And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Tá chegando, né? Endzone. Já sei um monte das coisas já, ó. Endzone. Só queria o Adam Sandler no meu time. Opa! Muito bom. Segundo tackle for loss. Segundo tackle perdido, é isso, Brasil? Nossa, comentarista vai me explicar.
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Quantas descidas esses caras vai ter?
Ryan now off the bootleg. Blitz coming and down he goes. Anthony Barr not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Field goal que fala isso aí? Ó, errou, hein? Errou! Filha da time.
Just a couple of inches. This remains a scoreless game. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Todos cantar com coração. Quero atacar. Eu não tenho mais ataque. Vai esse aqui, ó.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10.
Só sei que vem um pra esquerda, vai correr. Vai, ô. Joga a bola pra mim. Aí, caralho. Olha o X, olha o X. Olha o X, olha o X, olha o X. Olha o filho da puta. Caralho, meu.
So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
Fim do primeiro quarto.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Tentar jogar pro cara da esquerda aqui, ó. Eita porra, sai. Cadê o cara aqui? Eita porra. Tem cara aqui. Ah, mentira. Mentira que eu vou fazer um touchdown. Mentira. Touchdown! Filho de uma voadora de crack.
And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense.
Que felicidade!
Concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Ele tem 5 jardas, mano.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
E a gol! Mais um ponto, né? 7-0. Vai entendendo o jogo aí, pô.
It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no here, this will be a touchback.
Isso aí que eu não entendo. O que abaixou aí pra ganhar o quê?
And here now come the Falcons. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets still a nice play by the defense.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Segunda descida.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on forward.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
There's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Sherrills. A very good return there. Give him an even.
Ela falou very good, então very good.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix
o cara da esquerda ali, hein?
First down. Here's Cousins. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run.
Opa!
Inside the 30.
Filha da puta, lá.
Adam Thielen, 75 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point try by Bailey. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Bailey now to kick this one away.
Os caras vão agachar e vai pro meio campo.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Aí,
and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things.
Tem 10
throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On second down.
Aí, cadê ela? Vai ficar 5 segundos com a bola.
O cara veio passando. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. A whole lot of real estate But a nice
cara
carry.
comemorando.
Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic.
Cadê? Não tem ninguém.
Nobody ahead of him.
Não tem ninguém. Os caras fazem touchdown.
Tá
que pariu, hein?
Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, 77 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate? What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old...
Oh, they get
Defendeu! Rogério! No pulo do gato! Tavarel!
So they only needed 3 plays.
O que foi isso, Brasil? Alguém me explica.
Score to cap it off. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run.
Baixei também.
This will be a touchback and it comes.
Se baixaram, eu baixei também. Agora vou pro meio campo lá.
Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes.
Eu sei que tem de amarelo na esquerda.
A good spot. Maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They start the drive with Cook. Cook able to escape. How did he stay on his feet? And they'll get it all the way up.
Umas jardas aí.
Shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ó, girou pra cá, girou pra lá.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Vamos pela direita. Vamos dar uma de MBL.
2 minutes remain here in the first
2 minutos pra quê?
More from Minneapolis after this.
Mas que é esses? Essas pranchetinhas que eles usam aí? Parece uns cardápios.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Na direita. 23.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vic Beasley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner.
Ô, louco, tinha que segurar, mano.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Oh, caralho.
It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people. Find some other playmakers. But always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And a nice gain of 21
Os caras faz 6-12 e faz bagulho da 13.
You know I'm going to do that. That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
3, 3, 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Timeout, segundo quarto. Partidinha demorada, hein?
So the offensive unit called the TO. And now we are ready to resume play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
O técnico não tá feliz não, hein?
And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now it's Ryan.
Ia lá, vai fazer touchdown.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones.
14-12, hein?
17 yards out. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying
Nossa,
up the
dá uma de
game.
Rogério de novo aí.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half.
Os caras encostaram, hein, Brasil.
Go for 2, tie it up, go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions.
Vamos lá, Rogério.
Time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this
quase.
This time the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
Agachar no chão aqui.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown.
Field across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
10 jardas. Ai, que calorzinho.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A first down throw for Cousins. He'll rifle this. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Vai, gente. Corre pela direita aí.
Final play of the half. Cousins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Caralho.
So we reach halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coach at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Acabou.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Vikings have to like their position. They get the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. To return,
não posso agachar não. Ó, nossa. E aí? Ah, não.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense.
Não sei nada desses desenhos aí.
The third. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects: tendency breakers or counters.
Ixi, cadê? Pra quem? Ah, vou jogar pro ala. Opa, peguei.
And they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Opa, vai garotinho, touchdown.
Two catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
Que
and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
In order to win in the game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bailey now for the extra point.
Extra point.
Bailey got the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
Vai defesa.
Pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan.
E aí, cara?
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Eu não posso mexer, né?
2nd and 10 now.
Eita porra. Esses caras sofrem, mano. Não vem lá por cima, pelo lado.
It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down.
Opa!
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Sherrills to return it. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And shutting him off now open field.
sei correr com isso aqui.
48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for
Parece
this
que eu vou ter que ir pelo
drive,
meio, que é isso,
okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Cousins now on second down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Olé, olé, oh, caralho.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 43 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta
Tá
love the
feliz,
throws
então.
as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches.
Olha lá, rapaz, quanta galera pra esquerda andar pra ver isso aí.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like they're taking credit away from the guys.
Nossa, é louco aí.
They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Formação shotgun.
Complete on the inside slant. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Ah, comemorou então.
There on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play.
Worthless.
A lot of people call it an extension of the running game.
Vão correr, vão receber ali.
That pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Second down, Cousins.
Opa,
And
quase.
he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first.
Qualquer um vou jogar agora, hein.
To the air again, it's Cousins.
Oh,
It's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more.
Opa, touchdown.
Score! Touchdown, Vikings! Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Olha o cara com o cardápio na mão.
Good sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great
Pisou lá
dispatch.
dentro, né?
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 15 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Os caras discutindo.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll take it in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25.
Cara, devia ser correndo.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
Vamos lá, defesa, que ninguém passa. 40 minutos de partida. Nossa, que demora. O cara vai comemorar.
That's what they're looking for here. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two
Linha
miss.
atacante de raça. Olha, conseguiram.
And look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
O que esse clipe aí, mano? Show de fumaça.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Falcons that have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard.
Quarto e último. Quase uma hora de partida, velho. Quase uma hora de partida, mano.
At the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun.
Olha lá. Opa.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Completa na sorte.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
To throw is Ryan. And he's got
Caralho, não tinha ninguém. O cara ficou 5 segundos com a bola.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Ryan.
3 for 9. Olha lá, quem tá lá?
Right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case, the feet.
Tô apertando todos os botões.
To stay in bounds and complete the
Great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Como gato.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, Ryan.
Caralho, é lá.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for it all. And it'll be
intercepted.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Shreds the tackle. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, run all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Opa, passei pela linha, hein?
And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A run, it's Murray. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Não aparece o bagulho pra jogar.
13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On the carry,
Nossa, eu entrei ali no meio.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That was second down run for Murray. Ooh, and a juke.
Opa.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
Falando do driver.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Cousins here to throw.
Opa.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
On second down, Cook. Spinning again. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ah, 1 minuto 41.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Dois vão correr pelo meio, né?
Cousins.
Opa!
He's got Kyle Rudolph. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Tem 1 minuto e 36
and now following
ainda.
that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. A good chance now to put this game
Agora
on
não posso mais
ice.
correr.
This is first and goal. Cousins.
Opa! Touchdown.
And it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll get
touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Vitória vai ser nossa, hein, Brasil? Que jogo chato da porra. 50 minutos de partida.
Because it certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Bailey got the
Field
extra
goal.
point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's polished off by a Viking score.
Fazer 4 touchdowns seguidos. 1 minuto e meio.
Bailey now to kick this one away.
Agora os caras vão agachar isso.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now it's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
Essa, né?
Play action here on first down.
Opa!
He can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock.
Acabou, né, Brasil?
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Ryan.
Ó, vai fazer touchdown.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now the spike comes with 28 seconds left on the clock.
Não sei o que tá acontecendo.
Ryan will throw again. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he'll spike it here with 13 seconds showing on the clock. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. Throwing again, Ryan.
Opa! Rogério!
Now showing on the clock. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On third down, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones.
Sai feliz.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term
Mais
here,
field goal aí, ficar 35-20, é uma partida mínimo aceitável.
Foi
touchdown?
Yeah, because offensively there you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like
acaba essa bosta.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
entendo mais nada disso aqui.
Again, this is Cook. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage.
E acabou e ganhamos. Obrigado quem acompanhou até aqui.
Total de incríveis e saudosas 0 pessoas. Não percam hoje às 2 horas da tarde. Tem Falcons versus Minnesota Vikings na ESPN. Vamos lá. Vou torcer aí pro roxinho, que são os Vikings. 19. Vai que eu acerto o placar, não é mesmo? Aí eu aposto no 88bet.
Nos
vemos no jogo mais emocionante.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.